The boutique was the kind of place that made people straighten their posture before entering. Marble floors, golden chandeliers, rows of handbags displayed like fragile works of art. Everything inside, Lumiere, luxury boutique, whispered exclusivity. And on a quiet Tuesday afternoon, the glass doors opened slowly, revealing a woman who didn't fit the image the staff expected. Naomi Brooks stepped inside, one hand resting gently on her pregnant belly. She was glowing beautiful in a soft, natural way. Her dress was simple, her sneakers worn, her hair pulled back in a loose bun. She looked like any other woman preparing for motherhood, but there was a power in her presence, a calmness, a confidence that didn't come from money or fashion but from a life she'll know. Longer talked about, she was 8 months pregnant, and she was also the wife of Rafael de Luca, the most feared, respected and quietly influential mafia boss on the entire East Coast. But no one in the store knew that, especially not the manager. The moment Naomi stepped in, eyes turned. A couple of employees whispered. The security guard subtly followed her movements. The manager, Vivian Stone, a woman who believed wealth equaled worth, walked toward her with a tight, forced smile. "Can I help you?" Vivian asked, voice stiff. Naomi smiled kindly. "Yes. I'm looking for the new limited edition baby blue Lumiere tote. It's a gift for myself before the baby comes." Vivian blinked, eyes scanning Naomi from head to toe. Her smile thinned. "We don't keep our high-value items on display," she said slowly. "They're reserved for loyal customers." "I understand," Naomi said, "but I'd still like to see it." Vivian's annoyance grew. "They cost over $8,000. Naomi nodded. "That's fine." The manager crossed her arms. "Do you have an appointment?" "No. But then I'm afraid you'll have to leave." Naomi paused. "I'm just pregnant, not dangerous." Vivian scoffed. "Pregnancy has nothing to do with it. This is a luxury boutique. We cannot have people wandering in off the street to browse. It makes our real customers uncomfortable." A couple of shoppers watched, uncomfortable but silent. Naomi took a slow breath. "Ma'am, I can afford the bag. I just want to see it, that's all." Vivian stepped closer, lowering her voice but not her arrogance. "I don't care what you think you can afford. You don't belong here." Naomi's hand tightened around her belly. She swallowed the sting in her throat. "Could you simply show me the bag?" she asked gently. Vivian's patience snapped. "How many times must I explain?" she barked. "You need to step out before I call security." Naomi stared at her in disbelief. The humiliation washed over her like cold water. "Why are you speaking to me like this?" she whispered. Vivian leaned in. "Because I know exactly who people like you are. You walk in wearing cheap shoes, acting sweet, pretending you're buying something expensive. You're wasting my time." Naomi shook her head. "You're wrong about me." Vivian's jaw clenched. And then she did something no one in the store expected. She slapped Naomi. The sound echoed like a gunshot across marble floors. Naomi stumbled back, her hand flying to her cheek. A horrified gasp rippled through the boutique. "Get out," Vivian snapped. "Before I have you removed." Everyone stood frozen. Naomi's breath trembled. Not from fear, not from pain, but from something else, something deeper. "This was a mistake," she whispered. She turned toward the door. But her phone buzzed. Raphael. She hesitated, wiped her tears, and answered in a shaking voice. "Hey baby," she whispered. The entire store watched. Raphael's deep voice flowed through the speaker, calm, warm, loving. "Did you get the bag?" Naomi's throat locked. I can't. They won't show it to me." Silence, a dangerous silence. "What happened?" he asked softly. Naomi closed her eyes. "Please don't be angry." "It's nothing, Naomi," he said, voice low enough to make her heart race. "Tell me." She whispered the truth. Every word, every insult, and then, the trembling confession, "She slapped me." The phone went dead. Naomi's heart dropped. Raphael, but the line was silent. She slowly slipped the phone into her handbag. "Please," Naomi pleaded to the staff. "Let's just forget this. I just want to go home." But the doors opened behind her and four black SUVs pulled up outside. The entire boutique went silent as a group of sharply dressed men in tailored suits entered. Hard eyes, no smiles. The kind of men who moved as one. Security stepped back instantly. The employees froze. Vivian's face drained of color. Who are they?" Naomi whispered. "Oh no." And then the last man walked in. Rafael. DeLuca.tallimmaculate.com. Dangerous in silence alone. His gaze scanned the store. It landed on Naomi's cheek. Red. Swollen. His jaw flexed. Naomi reached for him. "Baby, it's fine. Let's just tease." Stepped past her with the coldest look she'd ever seen. His eyes locked on the manager. "You hit my wife," he said quietly. Vivian stuttered. "Wife? I didn't know that's the problem," Raphael said, voice steady, controlled. "You didn't care." He stepped closer. Vivian trembled violently. "Did you think you could treat her differently because she looks different from your usual customers?" he asked. "Mr. DeLuca?" "No." His voice cut like steel. "You don't get to say my name." The room felt like ice. "I built a life making sure no one harms the people I love," he said. "Yet today, in broad daylight, in a store like this, my pregnant wife cried because of you." Tears streamed down Naomi's face. She wanted to stop him but she couldn't deny the wound in her heart. Raphael lifted a hand. Two of his men stepped forward. Vivian whimpered. People, I didn't mean you slapped a pregnant woman, Raphael said. Tell me what part of that was an accident. Vivian collapsed to her knees. I'm sorry. I swear I didn't, please. I didn't know that she was my wife, Raphael said, or that she was a human being. Silence. Raphael exhaled long and slow, then he crouched beside her. This store will not exist tomorrow, he whispered. Your career? Gone. Your reputation? Finished. Vivian sobbed uncontrollably. He stood, turned, and walked to Naomi. His entire expression softened. He cupped her face gently, thumb brushing the red mark. Come, Amor, he whispered. You're done here. He wrapped an arm around her protectively and guided her toward the door. As they left, one of his men approached the display shelf, grabbed the $8,000 baby blue tote, and handed it to Naomi. For the queen, he said softly. Naomi smiled weakly. Outside, Raphael opened the SUV door for her. She sat inside, breathing shakily. He joined her, taking her hand. I'm sorry, she whispered. Raphael shook his head. You have nothing to apologize for. His eyes filled not with violence now, but with heartbreak. You should never be hurt. Not by me, not by strangers, not by anyone. Naomi leaned her head against his shoulder. Just take me home. He kissed her forehead. Always. As the SUVs pulled away, the lights from Lumiere Boutique flickered behind them like a kingdom crumbling. The next morning, the store was closed permanently. The manager was fired, sued, and exposed publicly after footage surfaced, and Naomi, she never wanted revenge. She wanted respect, that she wanted kindness. She wanted a world where her unborn child wouldn't face the cruelty she had endured. Raphael made her a promise that night, our child will know love, he said softly. Not fear, not shame, only love. Naomi placed his hand on her belly. And we'll raise them to be better than this world, she whispered. He smiled, gentle, rare, and real. Yes, he said. We will. Their baby kicked softly as if agreeing. The moment reminded them their family was stronger than hate, stronger than cruelty, stronger than ignorance. Because love, fierce unconditional love, made them untouchable. Moral of the story, never judge someone by what you see. You don't know their story, their strength, or who protects them. Kindness is free on cruelty always comes back around. Treat people with respect. Because every person you meet carries a history you know nothing about.